What happens when a voxel indie game decides to throw a zombie apocalypse, crab mutations, and tragic love stories all in one blender? You get Annie, Last Hope. Their grammar, not mine. This is a twin-stick HD voxel shooter originally released on PC in 2020 and ported to all consoles around 2025, so it must have done well enough. If you do grab it, expect 5 to 6 hours of indie charm, destructible environments, bosses ranging from flaming zombie chefs to cultist goons, and dialogue that may or may not require a dictionary given all the typos. You start out playing as Jack, who I think is a policeman, alongside his fiancée Annie, on their way to a Halloween party when they suddenly find themselves thrust into a zombie outbreak. Then fast forward and suddenly Annie is the badass survivor we always knew she could be. There's love, betrayal, cult conspiracies, and typos. Lots of typos. Honestly, sometimes you're more invested in proofreading than fighting zombies. Twin stick shooting, voxel destruction, and boss fights that actually make you sweat. That is the meat of the game. There is a huge variety of enemies, visually and in the way they move and attack you, which keeps the game feeling fresh even when you're battling hordes of them. But then there's the auto-aim. Oh, the auto-aim. It's like the game is saying, you want precision? Lol, no. But still, dodging, blasting, and seeing a crab explode in glorious voxel gore is so satisfying. There's not a lot of filler here, thankfully. You'll be mostly moving through main stages, dodging giant crabs, and uncovering the occasional diary log. As for accessibility, subtitles, check. Difficulty settings, check. Colorblind mode, triple check. Well done, Pixel Rice. We don't often associate voxel art games with deep characterization and storytelling, but in this game, Annie herself is really quite memorable, and Jack is charming in a tragic sort of way. As for the world itself, we have zombie-infested cities, logging mills, and cultist hideouts. It's as weird and varied as it is atmospheric. Mutated crabs, walking objects, flaming zombies, you get the point. It's quirky and it's oddly immersive. This game, to me, is a love-hate indie affair. It's charming, bizarre, and sometimes frustrating. Boss fights and destructible voxels are the highlights. Text dialogue, auto-aim, and typos are the lowlights. But at roughly 5 to 6 hours, it's a ride worth taking if you like your indie shooters with extra quirk. The game is available on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and the Switch. The Steam listing was down as I wrote this mini-review, but it's apparently due back soon. In the meantime, console players can get this budget-friendly indie game for around £20 or less if you catch it on a flash sale. Have you played Annie, Last Hope? Maybe you spotted a typo that Annie didn't catch? Let me know in the comments.